Are we on?
There we are.
We're on. It's morning wood. Woohoo!
Morning
And the
wood.
sun is shining.
I don't know. I keep forgetting. I need to get my sunglasses next time. That is a rare
I know,
sight
it's
in the
right
morning.
here. So, our favorite bartender was over last night. Had a terrific evening. She made us dinner.
Yeah.
Bacon
she's-
wrapped asparagus. She marinated the salmon, and then she cooked in the oven. Oh, it was so good. And then zucchini, and we had blueberry scones for dessert. Keto-friendly blueberry scones.
Well, and that's a very cancer trait that she did. She's cancer, but she made a dinner.
I'll be over here for a while. He's talking about cancer.
She made a dinner that she made sure we would like. It's keto friendly. I mean, you
Yeah.
notice everything she did.
Oh my God!
She was
Was
very.
was there a trace of carbs anywhere?
No, it was really amazing. And
It
then,
was.
And then those scones at the end.
Oh my God! They were. I mean, they
I gotta
tasted
pat
like.
myself on the back. We were gonna have biscuits, and I said, "Oh no, let's turn them into scones." And we just kind of whipped out a. Well, I wish I whipped out, but. And the two of us, we had a good time. Just bringing two cancers together. Sorry, I
Yeah.
won't say it again.
No, that's okay. I left. I took the opportunity to take a shower because she wanted to see my toe wound because she's weird like
toe
that.
fetish.
And I said, I only usually unwrap it after I shower and when I'm going to change the dressing. So, anyways, took a shower while they were cancering together.
Well, and to clarify, she is not one to lick his toe. I think we kind of did a little
Yeah,
nail
she
biter
just-
at the end of last show, whether she would or wouldn't. She recoiled in horror and
In
ran
horror?
away.
But she talked about something interesting.
Yes, I wonder if you were on the same page as I am.
Yeah. She was she is single, and kind of sort of looking, but not in the age of coronavirus, and basically she's either home or she's at work at a bar, and obviously the bar is not necessarily the best feeding ground for finding guys, but
It
there
is
was
a
one
feeding
guy.
ground, that's exactly what it is.
But and the guys love her there. I mean, she's very personable and she's beautiful and she's got a
Just-
great body and she's just
yeah, I mean, just the classic bartender you want to.
oh, she's the best. Yeah, and she's just so much fun to watch bartend. So, anyways, do you remember the details about what she said about the guy who was?
Yeah, and that's funny because we need to do an entire show on it because my two takeaways from her and the story it was a guy that picked her up, not at that bar, but in a bar scene. And when I say picked her up, I mean they connected and they went home together, and they ended up fucking. Long story short, then he suddenly just ghosted her. Is that the story?
Yeah, well, that's one of the stories. There was another
okay.
story about the guy. Actually, a couple of guys she said that would hey, how you doing? And she'd okay, how are you?
Text.
And he's texting.
That was
fine.
the answer,
And then nothing.
Right.
He doesn't, and she was complaining about, why would you bother even to text me if you didn't want to talk? I mean, what's the point? And we've talked about game before, but it's like
texting
this
game.
whole,
The two topics we're going to do, because this is going to be a short segment, but we got to do a texting game segment
yeah.
and this goes back to something you said to me on another topic about trying to get into the other person's head, and that is a cancer trait. But she was like, the guy said, hey, let's go get drinks again someday after they had a night, and they seemed to hit it off real well. Hey, beautiful, all that. And she goes, yeah, that sounds great. And then nothing. And how long has it been?
Over a year. And this is the one who fucked her. I mean,
it's
man, lucky he was. I mean, she is so particular. I mean, that's the only fuck I think she's had in like 2 years.
Well, I think she's got the pit bulls to guard her pussy down there from any unwanted entry. I mean, she is very sexual, but not.
But monogamous. She does, she's not looking to play around. She wants the guy.
Doesn't even masturbate because she is so very, very focused on having the right sex.
Yes.
Which, I respect that tremendously. But
I
she
don't.
also,
I mean, we've been trying to get into her pants.
well,
just to help
got
her,
into her
just to
bra.
give her release.
remember the.
Yeah. But I want the pussy.
So it's really do you think it's a universal trait that we are just obsessed with trying to figure out what the hell went on? And it spawned a great line. I don't know if now's the time to use it. About, I said, well, maybe he's dead. You know, maybe something really happened to him. And so you said,
What did I say? It was a good line, but you know, my lines are thorough. They're quips, and they're gone as soon as they're there.
on the bright side, he could be dead.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like we started using that the rest of the night. Like that's what she said. But you know, you just don't know what happened to him. It had probably nothing to do with her.
I don't think so, because you know, she was reading some of the text. It seems so odd. You know, we theorized maybe he got bitten with an old girlfriend. Maybe he is dead. Maybe, you know, something else happened, and she doesn't have any way
a fucked up
finding
situation
out.
in his head. Maybe he wasn't thinking he was worthy enough for her. I mean, I don't know. It's just
Well, that was probably true. He probably was not worthy enough for her.
But how often would a guy not go through his Rolodex and go, oh, I haven't been with that one in a while, in the most dastardly, horrifyingly male chauvinist way? A guy would do that. A one-night stand guy who...
But why would he reach out? Why would he say, let's get together for coffee?
So you are doing that thing of
Yeah.
why,
I know. Well,
why?
I'm trying not to,
It's
because when
fascinating.
you can't get, I mean, you try and get somebody's head, you have no idea what the fuck's going
Well,
on,
and
but
that's
you know,
it.
you're lost. You got nothing.
It's a fatal flaw of mine that you pointed out yesterday. Well, you pointed out before, but
Is it fatal? Oh, no.
Well,
Oh, no.
that is a metaphor for it's not to be taken literal. I hope. I have cancer of the projecting my thoughts into somebody else's head syndrome.
It's a tough one. I mean, yeah, I mean, we all do it, obviously. It's like, it's tough to get away from. But you really, when you think about it, how the fuck can you ever know what's going on inside somebody's? Think about your own head and the jumble of mess that's inside there.
Well, that's what it is. I've got so many thoughts that I spill them over into somebody else's head. Or I just don't have enough
Well,
room,
spill them
room
here.
in my head for
Spill them
them.
into their heads.
Well, on the next TMS, we will talk about this, but we do
Yeah.
need to do it with a female.
We do.
And by the way, Tuesday is the next TMS, and she will be back here. I am on the record right now that she is going to do a podcast with
All
us.
right. Have
Bingo.
she ever done one of those?
No, that's
She
the
has
problem.
not. Okay, well, look forward to that, everybody.
All right.
Morning Wood.
Morning Wood.